Hello, everyone who's watching. So for today's, I'm I'm embarrassed. So for today's third topic, for today's third topic, I'm going to discuss three important quotes that I heard in the video that our teacher showed us called "The Struggle of the Original iPhone: The Untold Story of Steve Jobs." And the three I'm gonna explain why the three quotes kind of stood out to me. So I'm just gonna get started. I don't want to have a long intro or whatever. So the first quote that stood out to me was, "If today was the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today?" And I feel like it's something that everyone can learn and reflect on. It's like, do I want to do this? Like, if I knew that I was gonna die, if is what I was gonna originally do today what I still want to do. So, say you were just gonna have a lazy day. I mean, that's fine if that's what you want for your last day, but is it something you would want for your last day? Like, would you want to spend time with family before you go? Would you want to spend time with friends or your dog before you go? You see those videos of people spending their time with their dogs before their dogs pass on. It's just something that I think everyone can kind of reflect on. Uh, so yeah, that's why it kind of stood out to me. So the second quote that stood out to me was, "Before even dreaming the iPhone, this was the first problem that had to be solved." So I think it stood out to me because no one really knew what the iPhone was gonna become, and that it was gonna become so big. But it shows that it wasn't completely they didn't have a perfect product as soon as they developed the product. It wasn't perfect. There had to be fixes of a really crummy product so that they could create this big thing and it could be the perfect product that people can use. And that's why that one stood out to me. And so the third quote that stood out to me was, "It wouldn't have seemed bright for a trendy company like Apple to get into the phone market. As we all know, this changed." So it shows that Apple wasn't really thinking of being even a phone company. The idea kind of sounded crazy to them because they thought that Apple products would be marketed to people who are more geeky or whatever. So they didn't really think that the iPhone would be a good fit for everybody, everyone. But it just goes to show that stuff that you may have originally planned doesn't actually end up being on it doesn't end up happening in the end, if that makes any sense. But yeah, those were the three quotes that I chose from Steve Jobs' Untold Story of the iPhone. It was really informative. It was crazy.